I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you to those of you that have been sharing my videos and your support. Here's the latest information I was able to gather as of this morning, Sunday, January 12th, 2025. I know for many of you, getting information is really hard. Evidently, FEMA will not provide help until after you file a claim with your insurance company. And then what I could find, 1 in 10 people had their fire insurance canceled. Fires across the Los Angeles area have killed at least 16 people and destroyed more than 12,000 structures. That includes apartment buildings, businesses, homes, etc. More than 60 square miles have been scorched, and they're saying that at least 11 people were killed in Eaton, 3 from Palisades, and they didn't mention in their briefing where the other people were, but it's going to climb. There's at least 60 people missing. Yeah, sending prayers that they're found, and just for some reason a loss of connecting with loved ones. The high winds fanning the flames are expected to pick up again Sunday, before easing through the day, before picking up again on Monday. High winds are expected through Wednesday. More than 150,000 people in Los Angeles County are under evacuation orders, with more than 700 people taking refuge in 9 shelters. Finding shelters is another big problem. At the news briefing, when asked about shelters, they didn't have any response, but I did find a page that showed different shelters for different areas, and I'll give a link to this page down below. The third one down here on the list, we got animal boarding and a shelter. This one is actually a rec center, and they're asking for sleeping bags, fold-out cots, things like that to be donated. Over here on the right, it gives a list of things that they would like to have: blankets, pillows, space heaters. Like I said, it's a rec center. It's a big open building. Toiletries. Let's see what else we got. Hairbrushes, combs, more likely shampoos, flip-flop for showers, toilet paper, wipes, cleaning supplies. Yeah, you name it, it's probably here on this list. For donations for this one right here, they do not want used clothing donated. They want it all to be new. Socks, shoes, etc. Personal care items, hairbrushes, toothbrushes, etc. The Red Cross is asking for donations. Myself, I don't like the Red Cross. When I lived in Northern California and we had our 7-year drought and our well went dry. Now, this is my own personal experience. We went to them, asked them if we could take showers after we went through our finances to get a hotel to bring in water so that we could at least bathe, and we were told no. My 2 children were small. They weren't even in school back then. So hopefully the restrictions on helping people has eased up for the Red Cross. If you had experience with the Red Cross, please put it down below for me. Thank you. So supposedly about 700 people are taking refuge in 9 different shelters, according to officials. There's so much disinformation out there. I don't know if that's true, if it's more or less, or if they're already full. I don't know. Curfew is in effect for the Palisades and Eaton area from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That evidently doesn't stop the looters. 2 men, were found to be outside of Camellia Harris's Brentwood home Saturday night at 4:30 a.m. They were reportedly attempting to break into her evacuated home. There's been a lot of reports of looting, cars actually coming to neighborhoods and dropping off people, and then these actual groups of people entering homes. The 2 men were later released as there was no evidence that they had been inside the home. They were outside of her home. That seems to be, yeah, the ongoing. The one guy that they caught with the blowtorch, he wasn't arrested for attempted arson, but he evidently had some other warrants that he was detained for. I think he was also released, I could be wrong, on his own reconnaissance. So if you got a curfew going on between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., what were they doing outside of Camellia Harris's home, right? Crews from California and 8 other states, Canada, and Mexico are now part of the ongoing response that include 1,300 fire engines, 84 aircraft, and more than 14,000 personnel, is what they're saying. Of the 14,000 personnel, 1,680 of them are National Guard members. They evidently brought in fire crews to maintain the lines, to fight the fires along the lines from prisons. Also included in the 14,000 personnel is 1,000 service members from the California Guard military police forces. And they're supposed to be in the field. But where are they stationed? Maybe you can tell me, because there is still many reports coming in of looting. Predators are also making phone calls to those people who have lost their homes, some of them worth millions of dollars, and offering just pennies on the dollar. One fellow was interviewed and said that he received a call. His house was gone. It was worth, many millions of dollars, and he was only offered $500,000. So even though the fires are ongoing, the predators to grab up property on the cheap is already ongoing. Crews battling the Eaton fire in Los Angeles made progress on controlling the blaze. It's not out. They say it's now 27% contained as of this morning. Officials said that it has burned at least 14,117 acres. Here's an update about FEMA going to be at different libraries across the county today and through Monday to assist residents impacted by the wildfires. But you have to show proof that you've already filed a claim with your insurance company. And we got different names here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can always make this, pause this video. And they also have included here phone numbers. There's one there. Live Oak Library, they got their phone number listed. San Fernando, sorry, I'm tongue-tied. San Gabriel Library and their phone number listed. You might call and won't be able to get anyone to answer because they're probably going to be overwhelmed. Now for the Palisades fire, they still have do not drink notice for the water. Mexico sent 72 relief workers from the National Forestry Commission and the Ministry of Defense. They have arrived there to assist local emergency workers. There was a statement that said emergency has no borders. We are deeply grateful to our neighbors in Mexico for their unwavering support during one of our greatest times of need. Galvin Newsom said, "Thank you to the President of Mexico for lending the best of the best." I don't know if it's just the Eaton fire that has had 7,000 structures, because there's evidently 10,000 structures across the county that have been destroyed. But I'm sure that's greatly underestimated. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner said yesterday that 11 of the 16 wildfire-related deaths are attributed to the Eaton fire. The Palisades fire has now consumed at least 23,707 acres. It is only 11% contained. The Hearst fire has covered 799 acres, is now 89% contained, and is still considered active. The Kenneth Fire covers 1,052 acres, is considered 100% contained, and they're currently working on mopping up and putting out hot spots. Firefighters working throughout the day were containing the hot spots and improving containment lines, adding to the overall containment of this fire. Firefighters will continue monitoring and patrolling this area to ensure that the fire remains within its established perimeter. The Creek Fire covers 3 acres. It is considered 90% contained and is still active, they said. And the Lydia Fire has burned 395 acres. That too is 100% contained. And they're saying that it's inactive. But with these smaller fires that they got them contained doesn't mean they're not going to flare up again with the increase in the Santa Ana winds. So Hearst, Kenneth, and Creek, and Lydia fires, they seem to have a pretty good handle on what's going on there. But yeah, and you heard about, or I've heard about, a lot of these arsonists going out and starting new fires. Yeah, they're expected to be on the line fighting the fires, the firefighters, for probably about 2 weeks. Yeah, 16 people confirmed dead. They got 4 teams going out with cadaver dogs looking for, more people, their bodies, sad to say, and 60 still missing. And we got the predators who are trying to go in and buy up the property. Pennies on the dollar. Kind of like what happened there in Hawaii. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please pray for our country. Please stay safe. Always be prepared. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.